This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude.
And I have to warn everyone, warning, what you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
So here's the deal. There's someone who was a very positive influence on my streams over the past month and a half, 2 months. They were a relative newcomer, but they were chatting with me quite a lot of interaction. No matter what game I played, it didn't matter if it was a game like The Evil Within or Disney Dreamlight Valley or anything. Basically, any game, this person would show up, interact with me, a really positive person when it came to conversation around games. They started contributing significantly. Not only just, you know, a tip here or there, but several tips a day sometimes. Then they were doing super chats. Then they were actually contributing in other ways, all right? And so, obviously, when that's happening, you think, wow, it's a new reviewer, it's a contributor, it's someone who's positive and fun and a great part of the streams. And quite frankly, I loved having this person around over the last 2 months because I felt that they did add to the streams in a very positive way. Not just the contributions, just the conversation. It actually added to a lot of the fun of the stuff that I did here on DsP Gaming. Never had any issue or anything with this person, and they contributed quite a lot over the last couple of months, I'm not going to lie. Then, I haven't seen them for about a week, and you know, when you don't see someone who's around for a very long time and they just kind of disappear from your streams, you get a little nervous. I hope they're okay, right? And I didn't think anything of it. This is a person who actually I talked behind the scenes with in a couple of emails back and forth about stuff going on. You know, they wanted to contribute in other ways, like maybe fan art and stuff like that, so I had an email trail going with this person. So finally, all of a sudden, after having not heard from this person in about a week, I get some chargebacks for tips that they had done.
I don't know if you want to call it karma or whatever. I don't know. But it just seems like, to me, it's just a pattern that's followed me along the 14 years I've been a content creator. You know what I'm saying?
Some in September and a couple in early October. And they weren't large. They were a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, what does it say? It actually says that, you know, with the financial institution, they filed official chargebacks claiming that these were unauthorized purchases. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, what happened here? This person, I couldn't believe it, because usually when I get a chargeback, it's like, okay, I kind of get it. Maybe this person was a sarcastic tipper. Maybe this was someone who I didn't really know. This is someone who I felt like I got to know over a course of about 2 months. So I was actually shocked when this hit, to the point where I didn't want to believe that this person was a malicious troll. I probably should have. I should just always suspect that. Like, why would anyone who wasn't being malicious charge anything back? It doesn't make sense. But I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, so I emailed them earlier this week. And basically said, hey, you know, I've noticed you haven't been around my streams recently. And then all of a sudden, on top of that, I get chargebacks for, you know, what's going on? I would hope that this is either a misunderstanding or maybe a mistake or some situation, because you've contributed a ton, and there's only a couple of these chargebacks that have come through, and they're relatively small, so it's not like it's a giant deal. But I'm just wondering what the heck is going on, what's happening here. You know, I'd like to hear your side of the story, obviously, before I make any judgments. And so this person did get back to me and essentially said that they had been sick for a while, and that's why they weren't on the streams for like a week and a half. And they were very sorry about these chargebacks, without giving you the personal details, essentially saying it was something out of their control, it was through a bank and stuff like that, so whatever. Basically, they gave me a story. I tend to want to believe the best in people, and I believed this person, and said, okay, I will give you the benefit of the doubt, so thanks for explaining. And this person even said to me, I hope that this was just a limited thing, I apologize, you know, profusely that it happened, hope that you don't get hit with any other things moving forward, no fees, no other chargebacks, because this isn't something that was in my control, and it didn't mean for it to happen.
As I've said many times, you know, people will get what's coming to them. It's called karma.
So, as you know, we had a great streaming week here, and then we had this big stream last night, the conclusion to Scorn. You know, people are excited, they show up, they start supporting the stream in droves, which is really good. I should give you some clarification. Basically, during the day, I realized that I had enough money to cover a bill that was due today, which is my utility bill, and enough to basically cover kind of my day out today, which was grocery shopping, pet supplies for Jasper. We literally just finished eating dinner. Like, we just finished eating our meal, which is a really good Mediterranean meal. I'll tell you about it on the podcast tomorrow. Okay, so we did all that, and, you know, I look at my bank account, what's left in it, and there's like 30 bucks. Okay, I'm like, well, that's not enough for Gotham Knights tomorrow. But here's what happened last night, which sadly is the reason why I'm making this video. Last night, during that late stream, when people were rallying with support and everything was very exciting for the conclusion of Scorn and we did some Q&A, this person took it upon themselves to charge back every single tip contribution they had sent me in the 2-month period they were watching my streams. This amounted to over $400 of simultaneous chargebacks. And for those who don't know how chargebacks work, when you get charged back, you lose the money. It's gone. Now, you have the ability to fight that chargeback. And I will, absolutely. Because when they filed these chargebacks, they claim these were unauthorized transactions, to which I have to respond. Pretty sure there's pretty big evidence that they were authorized, considering that every time you sent me a tip, you left me a message with it, completely talking about what's going on my stream, and the fact that I have a whole email trail from you from, about this earlier in the week, you stating, oh, it was an accident, this is not intentional, I hope this doesn't hit again. I have all this evidence, like a ton of evidence, showing that all of these tips are legit, not unauthorized transactions, okay? But the thing that happens with PayPal when you get a chargeback is you have to fight it, meaning every single contribution, of which there are almost 100 individual contributions from this person, needs to be individually disputed.
Oh my God. I'll be honest with you. I don't always win. I don't always lose. It's kind of all over the place. All right. Usually it's not a big deal because you get a few chargebacks here or there. There are a few bucks. Who gives a crap? But when you have over $400 taken from you in one fell swoop, and you're someone like me who doesn't make a ridiculous amount of money, I live paycheck to paycheck, as I tell you guys every week. Most of the time, it's the tips I raise during the week that are paying for everything around here. The day off, any bills that week. If I have to buy a new game, it's your tips that fund that. Okay? So, here's the situation is I screwed up. I had enough money to buy Gotham Knight. I didn't transfer it all. I transferred enough money for my day off and to pay my utility bill for the day to my bank account, not knowing that any chargeback was coming, okay? Then all of a sudden, this giant chargeback hit me last night. Well, I should say not one. It was ridiculous amount of them, amounting to over $400.
So I went from having a bunch of tips in my PayPal account, I'm more than equipped, ready to buy Gotham Knight, to I now have negative $390 in my PayPal account. Yes, that means that this weekend, every day that I stream, any tips that I get are basically paying down debt, which I shouldn't owe because this person is stealing from me. They committed fraud. They are lying, committing actual, it's a crime to lie to PayPal about something like this. It's ridiculous. What's sad is I really liked this person, and now not knowing that they're not going to be around the streams anymore actually makes me sad because I'm going to miss them because they were a nice person to talk to about games and stuff. And I have absolutely no idea what happened because obviously this is something on their end. Likely it was just a malicious troll all along.
I guess sometimes karma hits you, bites you in the butt because you were so nasty. So, I mean, maybe you should have been a nicer person instead of being a complete dickhead, which you were. So.
Now, here's the truth. If I had not transferred funds over the course of yesterday into my bank account, I would have had no money to have my day off today. I wouldn't have had enough money to pay my utility bill and have groceries for my family. So this person who thinks that I guess they're funny, oh, this is great, look at how I can manipulate and hurt Phil, like could have seriously hurt me. We might have had no money at all for the entirety of the week because this person stole from me, okay? Committed this fraud. So, the reason I'm telling you all this is because I don't have enough money to buy Gotham Knight tomorrow now.
Oh my God!
YouTube is supposed to pay me for the month's performance tomorrow. So if they pay me for September's performance tomorrow, and it clears before the first stream at 10:45 a.m. Pacific time, then I can use those funds to buy Gotham Knight and we can still play it. But I have no guarantee that's going to happen. YouTube pays very sporadically. Sometimes they'll pay you in the morning before you even wake up. At like 4 in the morning, you'll get a payment. Sometimes you don't get it till mid-afternoon. Sometimes you don't even get it on the day, and they delay it for absolutely no reason, and you'll get it in a day or two. All right? I'm hopeful that YouTube will pay me overnight, but there's no guarantee they will. The reason I'm making this video is to warn all of you. Tomorrow, if I don't get paid by YouTube overnight and I can't get Gotham Knight, it's very simple. We're just going to play a Plague Tale Requiem. How can you help? I'll be honest with you. I don't really think you could. Even if someone says, oh, I want to help, let me tip Phil. I have a negative $390 balance on my PayPal account. It's going to take me days to make that much up in tips, maybe all weekend into next week. So unless someone's going to drop a $500 tip, which I am not asking for, nor am I expecting, I can't fix my PayPal account right now. It's going to take a while, you see? The only thing you could really do if you really wanted to help, if you wanted to email me credits for Xbox Live, you know, you can buy those digital codes for Xbox Live credits from off of Amazon and other places. You email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com. If I were to get enough, you know, the game is $70 plus tax, which is another 10%, so it's probably between $75 to $80. Yeah, if I had enough Xbox Live credits, then I could get it for sure. But I'm not asking you to do that at all.
This is going to be an insane amount of work. There's no guarantee I'm getting any of this money back when I deserve it. I didn't do anything wrong. This person is committing fraud to hurt me, and it's messed up. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.